Time to go, JJ. All right, welcome, guys. So this is the hour-long foundations class. We're just going to bang this one out. Enjoy our start to the nice gray Burlington day, okay? Here we go. So from the top of your space, stand with your feet hip width and parallel, turn your palms forward. We begin pulling down the heavens all together through the nose. Inhale, sweep. And through the mouth, exhale, bring it down. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more, little bounce in the knees, inhale. And exhale. Stand your feet together so that the toes and the heels touch. Anatomical breathing is next. So from upright through the nose, inhale, wrap in. Bring the backs of the hands together, like a touch. And then exhale, open it out. Inhale, round it in. And exhale, spin it out. Lift and open heart, chest. Inhale, round inward, bringing the backs of the hands together to gently touch, little tuck of the chin. And exhale, open it. Inhale. And exhale. In. And out. Two more, inhale. Wrap inward, bring the backs of the hands together, a little tuck of the chin, press the fingertips down. Exhale, open. Last one. Bring it all the way in. Backs of the hands come together to touch. Hold this one. Push fingertips down. And then exhale it all out. That's enough. Shake it out. Move your wrists, move your skull, move your feet. And then standing tall into Dalasana, standing crescents. Inhale, your arms go up. Set your Kali Mudra, 10 fingers interlaced. Release index fingers, palms together. Stretch up out of the heels and go right and left. Right and left. Right and left. Let your hips sway. Feel the roll over the heels as you go side to side. Nice and easy. And then bring it up tall. Pull the belly and tail down. Heels down. Lift high. And begin to go over. Taking your time as you go, lengthen through the left edge, right shoulder forward. Arms can move back just slightly and stay in your heels. And then breathe into it. Breathe into that whole left edge, that nice long curve. Bump your hips. Hips strong and reach. And reach. And reach. And then come on. And go up, out, and over the other way. Create that nice long curve down the right edge, left shoulder forward, jaw soft, nice and easy, hips strong, lift and stretch, and breathe. And then come up, full inhale, let your head go back. Next inhale, back of the heart lifts, chest up, and then your arms go back. Taking yourself back so the weight is in your heels. Zip up the belly, lengthen through the spine, reach through the arms, and breathe the air, nice and easy. Chest high, reach back, heels down, hips forward, and breathe. And breathe. One more, lift and reach. And then bring yourself up nice and tall. Once you're up, buckle your knees, go all the way down, and wiggle it out, nice and easy. Let your shoulders move, let your head drop down, one knee, and the other knee. And then bend your knees deeply and grab underneath your heels from behind. Wrap yourself up. Maybe you can get the sides of your hands to touch so you can get the elbows to move behind the calf muscles. Keep your gentle bend in the knees so that we're really sealing upper body to lower body. Then take a full in breath and steady pull. Thinking long spine, soft jaw.
Add your little tuck of the chin so that we're lengthening the back of the neck. The whole posterior chain grows a little bit longer. Shoulder blades can move up. Breathe into your back. One more all the way in. All the way up. And then release your hands down. Sweep your arms up, lift tall. Pull your hands down your heart. Full breath here. And then sit down into your chair. Nice and easy, bending the knees, squeeze your inner thighs together as you sit your hips down in the back. Keep the breathing steady. Notice if it starts to lock around the neck and the shoulders. Be nice and easy there. Sit low, hips back, heart high. Just breathe. Arms can go up. Sit low. Belly in, tail down, weight in your heels. Lift high, take another deep breath. Slowly stand it up, reach your arms forward. Go onto the balls of your feet, press down. And then bend your knees slightly, squeeze your inner thighs together, and begin to come down. Nice and easy. Ribs stay in the whole time. Torso is upright, floating the jaw back. Go higher on your toes. Nice and low. High on the toes, deep breath. And let it hang out. Nice and easy. Let your head release. There you go. There, good. Take a deep breath. And then we pulse to power. Inhale, shine your arm forward. Exhale, tuck in. See if you can get hairline towards kneecaps. Then breathe, navel high. Steady, steady, go into your back. Sit lower, tuck. Full breath all the way in. All the way up. Look to the floor. Put the weight in your left foot. Hover your right foot, step it slowly back, touch down, and lift up. Buckle the back knee, mid the ribs, take your tail down, arms can go up, sit into it, and then when you're ready, arms go forward, reaching out in front of you so that that can help set the core strength, ribs in. And then left hand goes back and opens you up. Belly in, chest up, sit into the left heel, let your head float, let your jaw be soft. Nice and easy. One more all the way in. Use your exhale all the way out. Then left hand goes down, forward step, and pull. Take a breath. And go again. Sit your butt down and back, getting those legs to really wake up here. Zip up the belly, put on your seat belt, heart stays high. Sit nice and low. When it's ready here, arms can go up. Really, any formation in the hands that feels like it's working for you. I like holding the sphere because that helps me really find that spin in the elbows forward. But that lift through the pinky fingers can also give you the nice opening that we're going for. Sit low. And then stand up, reach straight forward. Go all the way up, balls of the feet heavy, bend your knees slightly, and begin to slide down your imaginary ball. High on the toes, zip up the belly, tail down, reach forward, ribs back. Sit low, and just breathe. Sweep, interlace behind you. Let it hang for just a moment, let your shoulders stretch in. Inhale, shine your heart forward. Exhale, sit low. Power pose. Really tuck the tail under, pull your ribs up. Go for the touch. Look at the floor, hover your left heel, step yourself back. Lift yourself up, shine the heart, sweep the arms. Buckle your back knee just a little bit, but
fire the back leg and see if you can get the hips relatively square. Zip up the belly, lift in, sit into your right heel as the arms go high, then forward. Find that front body stability, knit your ribs in. Then the right hand draws back and opens. Nice and easy as it goes. Sit low. Take another deep breath all the way in. Use your full exhale. Then the right hand goes down, forward, step, pull, meet and breathe. Inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, we're going to cross the right arm under. Press the hands, float the elbows, sit your butt down and back, setting up towards eagle, step your right foot back. Use that position to sit in your left heel, then right leg goes up. And over. Oh yeah. Sit down and back, pull your belly in, let your elbows float up as you sit your hips into the position. Sit a little bit lower. Lean back a little bit more. Float the elbows higher. Take a deep breath. Use your exhale. Then come out. Left arm comes under, cross, press your hands, float your elbows, sit your butt, step your left foot back. Go into your right heel, tail down, then up and over to enter into. And breathe. Steady, steady. Zip the belly in, let the elbows float, let the back of the neck get long and the jaw soft, and sit yourself nice and long. Maybe a little lower, maybe back a little bit more, just one set of this one. Float the elbows high, take another deep breath. Use your full exhale. Then change. Arms go up, and bring your hands to your hips. Clear your neck side to side, nice and easy, and then move the weight into your left foot. So be over your left heel, healthy bend in the left knee, lift your right knee out. If you have your strap, whatever you need, you can do that now. Set your marching position. I like hands on hips to start. Open the chest, and really find skull over the shoulders. So notice if it's starting to push forward, right? Get a little tired, so you can be nice and tall. 2 fingers, reach to grab. Strap, if you like it, or just hold the knee. Left hand stays strong on the left hip. You're gonna let that inhale make you taller all the way to the back of your skull. On your exhale, drive that heel. Oh yes. Belly in, heart high, jaw soft. Again, we're getting tall through the back of the skull. And you breathe. Going into the rotation, straight to it, take your left hand, either put it on your knee, your shin, or all the way out to the foot. Right hand, if it's available, go to the back of your skull, open out towards the stemos, or take the arm straight back. Still keeping belly in, strong support from the bottom of the spine. And breathe. To bring it out, very mindful exit. See if you can look forward. Arms up, bend, and pull down. Take a deep breath here. Hands to hips. And move the weight over into your right foot. So be over your right heel very strongly. Left knee comes up. Nice and tall, heart open, jaw soft. Give yourself your moment here to establish upright. Move back more towards the back of the foot than the front. Get tall through the back of the skull. The shoulder blades integrating onto your back. Then you can go 2 fingers, reach to grab. Steady from here, right hand solid on that right hip. Inhale goes tall. Exhale, kick to the degree that is right and available for you. Float the jawline back. Steady, steady. Option to take the right hand to the knee, the shin, or all the way outside. Left hand can go to the back of your head. Open it. Uh-oh. And breathe. Get tall, stay over that heel. Work your right leg towards straight-ish, but don't lock the knee joint. And bring it out very mindfully. Look forward. Maybe left arm, right arm bend. Step. Deep breath. Hands go to your hips. Step your right foot back. Curl the toes under behind you, so now we're stretching the front of your foot, front of your ankle. Hook your thumbs down on your butt. Lift your heart. Maybe gaze upward. Take a breath here. Right arm goes up. Lean over to the side. Just give it a moment here, nice and easy, lifting out of the ankle, out of the hip as you reach through the right arm. Then back into center. Right hand comes down, and you're going to slowly pull your right heel up towards your butt. Breathe. Then reach back to grab. Take your left arm straight forward. Use that arm position to knit the rib. Bend your right elbow. Jawline can go back into space. Stay over your left heel. And you breathe. From there, the left arm goes up. Spin your grip inside of the foot now. Square your hips towards the front. Be in your left heel. Inhale goes high. Exhale, begin to take yourself down. Bring your body down. Stabilize at left and right hip level. Ish. And bring yourself way, way into it as you activate that kick. Remember, the left hip is the fulcrum. It is the point of control for the entire posture. Take a deep breath. And then slowly come up. And shift the weight over to the right. Hands to your hips. Step your left foot back. Curl the toes under. So stretch the front of the foot. Hook your thumbs down on your tail, belly and chest up. And you breathe. Then the left arm goes up. Reach it out. And over. And then back through center. And pull. Don't grab your foot quite yet. Just so your hamstring has to turn. Oh no, you fell over the grab. And then reach to grab. So grab the outside of the foot, right arm goes straight forward. Knit your ribs in, tail down, back of the neck, nice and long. Take a deep breath here. And then the right arm goes up. Spin, inside grip. Be over your right heel at the inhale, make you taller, taller, taller. Exhale, you begin to come down. Taking your time as you do, spin that left hip, kick to open your left shoulder, belly in, heart high, jaw soft. Bring it way down as it's available to you. Notice the left hip might try to spin out. And breathe. And breathe. And then come up. Put it down. Shake it out, nice and easy. And then standing tall, moving into the airplane. So arms go up, seal the palms together, bend your knees a smidge, step your right foot back, roll onto your heel, lift high, and then sweep the arms. Line it up here, spin your right hip down, and begin to come down into it. Left hip here is the fulcrum of the posture. We want to be mindful of the way the energy is moving through that point in your body. Heart open, jaw soft. Take a deep breath here. On your exhale, hands go down. Inhale, the chin goes up. Exhale, round yourself and tuck and round so you can get airline through the inhale, drive it way back out through your right heel. Set your right hand very strong, right? It can be on a block, on fingertips, whatever works for you. And then you're going to go left hand to the back of your head. And notice that the weight's going to try to shift way forward to your toes. So see if you can be in your heel as you start to open this out. My bugaboo, the thing that really challenges me is my back leg loves to dip down here as I'm focusing on the arms. Keep that leg up, rotate, take a deep breath. And then the left hand comes down. Touch your right foot down, sweep your arms up, step your feet together. Step your left foot back. Yeah. Inhale, floats up. Exhale, sweep the arms in, so really taking the ribs in. Line up, left hip spins down. As you bring yourself down, hips relatively level, weight back over your heels, heart open, jaw soft, normal breathing. Then the hands drop down, clear your neck, nice and easy. Inhale, the chin goes forward. Exhale, round yourself in. Drive it back out. Stay over your right heel, jaw stay soft, nice and easy in the neck. Your right hand now goes to the back of your head. Keep your left leg lifting behind you as you open. And breathe. How you doing? Good. Breathe. And down. Touch behind you, step feet together, arms up. Hands to heart. Have a breath here. Nice and easy. So we're going to stay oriented forward as we move into the wide-legged stuff, or at least to begin them. So you're going to do here, step your left leg back and turn. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, give yourself a nice healthy dive down into it. Maybe a little bend in your knees, clear your neck. Have your side to sides if you want them. Roll into it. And then you're going to bring yourself back into center. Clear your neck. Inhale, the chin can go up. Exhale, you're going to walk the hands forward as you knit your ribs in and bring your ears in line with your biceps. And just really play with the way that energy is moving in your legs. So think about pulling energy up or pushing energy down, or both. Right? Once we have something like healthy neutral in the spine, this becomes about the details in the ligaments. Breathe in. Try lifting your pinky toes and pressing your fingertips down. And then walk your hands back in. Nice and easy. Sit low. Lift yourself up. Heel toe your feet to a 3-foot stance, hands to your hips. Use your thumbs to hook your butt down. And then we're going to rock onto the balls of the feet. And get tall. Nice and tall. Arms can go up. And you breathe. Taller. Make your legs super strong. Like we're taking a rope and twisting it so that it gets tighter and tighter. Think about that with your legs. Gathering energy, very strong. Take another deep breath. And then slowly bring it down. Hands to hips. Inhale, roll shoulders back. Bend your knees. Exhale, let go. Let your head hang down. Maybe interlace your hands behind your head. Option to do your Spider-Man crawl if you like that today. Just really taking some time to focus on the AO joints, right? Where the skull and the neck meet. You can even sort of like touch it with one finger, find it, and see if you can let it release. There's a whole line of tension connected to that one spot, and if we can let it ungrip a little bit, we can release that entire line down your back. And then your hands come back, put them down on the floor. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to hips. Turn forward, stand, have a deep breath here. And then you're going to step your right foot back and point your arms straight forward. So we're setting up your warrior 2 into your warrior triangle. We're going to give ourselves that nice long stance. And then reach straight out ahead of you. Grab your trash bag or draw the bow. Comes across the body, opening out, maintain the line of your lunge as you go. Arms open, belly in, chest up. Breathe deeply. In time, we're really trying to find that exhale that supports the bottom of the spine. It's this gentle gathering of energy. It's not a lock or a grip or a struggle, but it's that powerful lift we get from the exhale. Turn your hands, you can go down towards it. Nice and easy. If you have really good knees, and you want to try sort of the intermediate version of this, you shine your left palm to the floor and hover it just in front of your toes. Doesn't touch the ground, but you're just placing your hand in the air just in front of the toes. So it's a deeper one-legged squat variation. And then lift yourself up. You're just going to step straight forward. And step your left foot back, arms go straight forward. Right, so now we've got that same setup. Square the hips generally forwards. Draw left hand up. Open out across. Gaze forward. Keep that healthy line, the plane of the lunge. Right leg pointing the same way as your toes, your fingers, and your eyes. As you breathe. And then option, we go into the triangle. And again, sort of stage 2 variation will be you shine your right palm, and it's this deep bend in your right knee. It's really the defining element of this. It's a one-legged squat position. And you breathe. I like to lift the pinky edge of the left foot in this shape. And it's the exit that makes it the most fun. It's going to go all the way to right leg straight. Lift up, press, great googly moogly, step, and pull the hands down. Have full breath here all the way in and out. On your next inhale, right leg goes back, arms go up. Set your 2 feet in their parallel lanes of traffic. Next inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, arms reach forward. Hands draw, grab the rowing machine, inhale, pull. Exhale, you're gonna go halfway down. Squaring, justifying the hips, gently forward. And you breathe into it. Hands go down, and you pulse. Stack your pulse, you inhale, chin forward, right knee drops low. Exhale, lift your ribs, tuck your chin, press your hands round inward into your version of pyramid. Inhale, a little lift, and you're going to set your right hand strong. The left hand goes to the back of your head. Remember, always a good option, put a block under your right hand if we want to really work on lining up the spine. And you breathe. Left hand comes down. You're going to sweep the arms up, step forward. And step the left leg back. Line up your feet, 2 lanes of traffic. Next inhale goes up through the pinky fingers. Exhale reaches straight forward. Hands grab, inhale, draw. Exhale, go halfway down. Deep breath. Hands down. Inhale, you're going to pulse. Drop that left knee, look forward. Exhale, knit, round. Forehead or hairline towards your kneecap. Gentle spin of your right foot back. Ooh, there you go. Really trying to drive the breath into the back body. Use your exhales to scoop your tailbone down. And then slowly lift yourself halfway. Set your left hand strongly on the floor, or always good option to have a block here. Right hand can go behind your head and open you out. Steady, steady here. Right hip justifies backward. Heart opens as your jaw is soft. And you breathe. Legs very strong. Tone the belly. Use your full exhale. Right hand comes down. Clear the block. Bend and step forward and up. Pull your hands to your heart. Give yourself a breath all the way in. And out. Hands move to your hips. tree, vrikshasana. So you're going to put your right foot on the inner calf or all the way up on the inner thigh. So nice and easy here. Take ribs in, tail down, heart open, jaw soft as the jawline moves back into space. Remembering that we treat tree pose like standing up training, right? So we want to see if we can have a nice stack in your leg without your knee locking back. Your heart upright over your hips, so your hips aren't shifting way forward. Your heart is open, right? Shoulders back, very confident position. And ears stacked over the shoulders. And from there, we can do hand to heart, you can do arms up, but we want to make sure that we're maintaining that healthy line with the weight trending towards your heel. Then put it down and shift. So you're going to go over to your right foot, left foot's going to go to the calf, or all the way up to the inner thigh. Nice and easy. And again, we treat it as standing training. So it's not like, can I just stand here for a while? It's, can I get my legs stacked? So generally knee over ankle and hip over knee. So we got a nice vertical line. And then from there, right, the core is supportive, the heart nice and open in the same line as the hips. Hips are not shifting. And it's not pushing the ribs out to get the shoulders back. It's stable in the front and center, heart open, jawline back. And you breathe here. Maybe go hands to heart. Remembering our idea that every breath is a rep. So every nice, full, intentional breath that you take in your yoga class and your yoga poses, you're helping pattern the position into your body. You're training it to return to this position over and over and over. Put it down. Take a deep breath, hands to hearts, all the way in. Little nod. And then turn around and lie down. Hello, lady James. So give yourself just a couple of moments of Shavasana. Thank you. Good, so just a couple of moments. More the other way. Up. Yeah, so just to the edge of the mat. Okay, there you go. Awesome. So just a couple of moments of Shavasana. Palms up, heart open, jaw soft, normal breathing. Just feel the floor beneath you. Take a full inhale here. Full exhale. And then bring your right knee up for wind removing. So bring it all the way in, knee towards your shoulder or potentially out towards your bicep. Heart open. Get out of the street. So training the upper back to be strong here, we're going to integrate your shoulder blades towards one another as your heart opens, your jaw is soft. Maybe look down your nose towards your heart in the back of your neck. Gets nice and long. You're just going to breathe down to your right hip. And all the way in, and all the way out. And then switch, go to the other side. So right leg goes down, left leg comes up. Knee towards the shoulder, or maybe trending out towards the bicep. Shoulder blades towards one another. And you breathe. Let it go all the way to your hip. And all the way out. One more. And then let it down. Bring both legs up simultaneously. Wrap yourself up. Nice grip. Heart open, jaw soft. Look down your nose and breathe. One more, all the way in. All the way out. And then set your feet down flat to the floor. Set up your bridge so the palms go down by your sides. If you've got a block or something like it, put it in between your knees here. Take your full in-breath to open the chest. And as you exhale, tuck your tail up and roll. Heart open, jaw soft. We can begin to move the chest upward as long as it doesn't isolate the back bend in your mid-back. We're still tucking the tail up to get the hamstrings turned on. If you feel like you've got that position that you like, you might do deep frontline breathing where you reach the hands up. Then breathe. Then let's slowly take it down, slow as you can for you. Tailbone touches absolutely last. Take your block out and drive your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Give yourself a moment, maybe loosen up the ankles so that we can get the hamstrings to release. And then we're going to drive your heels and press them upward, locking out the knees strongly so we're really driving length through the hamstrings. Option here for the arms to go up. And you breathe. And we can make this almost entirely about the limbs, particularly in locking out the joints at the knees and the elbows. If you want to add the core strength to it, try to float your butt half an inch off the ground. And without lifting your head more than half an inch, try to look at your navel. And then bring it down, palms to knees. And you can go side to side, nice and easy. Roll it out. And I'm going to bring it up in whatever way is comfortable for you. I like to rock it up. So 1, 2, 3, and then turn around and lie down for your cobra. So palms open, spread the fingertips widely. And something that we might start paying attention to is this spin in the arms. So I like, as I'm setting it up, to actually spin the inner elbows forward. See how the hands stay like that, triceps spin back, and try to hold that through the setup. That's going to help me keep the elbows tight. It's a different strength pattern. It takes a little practice. Start forehead down, shoulder blades together. Press your thigh bones into the floor. And begin to bring yourself up. Nice and easy. So we notice the elbows want to travel out away. So we pull heart forward, elbows in. You might imagine that you're holding mason jars underneath your palms, and you try to open them outward. They're not going to move, but it's that spinning activity that opens the chest. And you breathe, and you breathe, and you breathe. And then you slowly put it down. Turn your head to the right, left ear down. I like elbows wide. Let the heart open against the floor and take a deep breath. And then turn your head forward. Interlace your hands behind your head. Start forehead down and elbows wide. And keeping the elbows out wide is sort of the name of the game on this one. So make your legs strong. Lift your elbows so that your shoulder blades start to gather onto your back. And then start to float up off of the floor, keeping the elbows wide. If we can do that, lift your legs. And instead of thinking about lifting from the ankles or the toes, try to lift from the center of your thighs. So it's not a knee bending lift, but instead it's that full leg, very strong. If you have it, it's all breathing. Right? It's a very unusual, very powerful tension pattern. We're asking a lot of the breathing muscles to take full breaths. Then come down, turn your head to the left, put your right ear down. Give yourself a moment here to breathe against the floor. All the way in and all the way out. And then you're going to turn your head forward, bend your knees, and hold your feet from the outside. And we're going to set up bow. So I like to do this one, feet flexed. So if you can hold down the ankles, you can do that. Roll the shoulder blades towards one another, jaw soft,
And you breathe nice and easy. Gently begin to kick so you're driving your heels away from your hips. Cool. As you breathe in, I am all kinds of lopsided. I can't get my right side to move forward and match my left. It's a disaster. And you breathe. And then slowly come down. Turn your head to the right. Take a deep breath. Press back to your child's pose. So knees go wide, hips towards heels, forehead down to the mat. Shoulders can relax down. You might take a moment to gently roll your forehead on the ground so that the neck can just totally release. Jaw is soft. Your breathing moves nice and steady in your back body. And then you're going to float yourself forward and set up your forearm plank. So elbows directly underneath your shoulders, right? And this is sort of our first point of honesty in this pose, is the elbows going wide. They want to go wide because they want to go to a point of compression behind your neck. Instead, we want that point of strength where we have vertical lines that have to be held together by the soft tissue. Okay? Once we have that, then tuck your tail under, knit your ribs up, and walk your feet back. And what we start to find is that body's got all kinds of ways to cheat. It wants to use as little energy as possible. So the ways it's going to try to do that, it's going to try to sink and hang on the joints. So it might do that in the back of the neck or behind the shoulders. It might hang in the back of the spine, right? Compressing the back of your spine. So you got to keep that core engaged, legs strong, not in the joints, instead in the soft tissue. How you doing over there? Yeah, that good, huh? Great. Watch again. Dolphin. So once again, we're not hanging in the joints. We want to drive up out of the joints so that we can really make the soft tissues work. There we go. Gotta get this back into practice. At your own pace, you can take it to child's pose. And then set your hands, spread your fingertips widely, and we move towards downward facing JJ. So here we go. Lift hips back and up, working your legs in the direction of straight, but we're not trying to jam your heels down or get your legs to go straight as our primary objective. What we're really trying to have is a well-supported upper body. So ribs in, spin your triceps down, and push your palms as you simultaneously grip with the fingertips. Really lighten up the arms to support the torso. In time, you can work your legs towards straight, but not if it starts to round your spine. Right leg goes high, bend and open. Take a deep breath. Slow pull of your knee to your nose through the exhale. Look at the floor. Slowly bring yourself down and set up your pigeon here. So from this position, you're going to gently justify, right hip back, belly in, chest up. Option to take it down to your elbows. If that's right for you, you can put elbows on blocks as well. Remember, we don't do roadkill pigeon. We don't just flop this down. We're trying to create functional opening in your hip. And at least as far as most people are concerned, you don't need much more range of motion than this. Right? You don't really need your knee to be able to go past your chest. So we're just going to hang in whatever variation of this feels right now. If you're in this and you're like, I'm not feeling a stretch or I'm not feeling like the pose is active the way that I want it to be, you can lift it up and start to make it more of a strength position in that same hip. And that's a challenge. If you want to make it more challenging, on your back leg, change so you guys can see, on your back leg, you're going to float that knee, so tuck the toes underneath. And now my hips have to do a lot of work to stay stable. Boom. Once you're down, and then sweep right leg back and up, and lift your left leg, nice and high. Bend and open out to the side, take a deep breath. Slow swing of your knee forward to your nose under control, then look at the floor, bring it down. And see if we can get nice and tall to start, so we're coming out of the hips instead of sinking into congestion. We're lifting first, and we're taking that lift forward. Might go down to elbows, right? Whatever works for you. Steady, steady. Again, we're not dropping this, it's not going splat on the floor. We just want to create a version where we're getting gentle opening into functional hip mobility. If you're in it and you're like, okay, I've got that range of motion and I don't need to push this anymore, we can do the lifted variation. Okay, so tail down, ribs in, nice and tall. My own story with hip openers is I spent a lot of time doing a lot of fairly excessive hip opening, and I would get both of my legs behind my head and hang out there, and it would do this cool low back opening thing. It felt really nice, but what started happening was my hips were so open, they would begin to grind when I was walking around. I could feel them, and it was no good, and I had to do a lot of work putting strength back in them. Sweep your left leg back and up, shake it out, clear your neck, and then look between your hands, and you're just gonna put your knees down in between your hands. Sit your hips down nice and easy. By the way, if you're ever sitting in your Supta Virasana and it feels like you're congested here, we're just gonna hook your thumb between the two sides of your calf muscles here, and that's going to split them enough that you're gonna get a little bit more clearance. And once we're here, hook your thumbs across the arches, and you can go back nice and easy. From there, you might tuck your tail under, ribs can go in, spine is long, and you breathe. Avoid the sort of just like dropping your head off part of this. It takes a degree of strength, but we want to work on really holding your skull nicely. If we can get here, and it feels like we've got more to go, it can be back, body down. But again, we're being aware of the tendency of the ribs to shoot up into the space. And you breathe. And then you bring yourself up, nice and easy. Hands go down, stretch your legs back. One heel, and the other heel, nice and easy. Then your knees go down. And sit your hips on your heels, half tortoise, Ardha Uttanasana. So you're gonna sit tall, arms lift up, obstacle course, here we come. As you exhale, you lengthen yourself forward, and maybe go forehead down. You put your butt right where my head is. It just makes the whole situation unpleasant. Move over here. I know, I love you too. Deep breath all the way in, all the way up. And then nice and slow, lift yourself up. And hands go forward. Tuck your toes underneath. And we're going to have about the distance of one fist between the knees. And sit yourself back. And we're going to sort of begin from the count from leaning backwards. So you go onto the toes and lean back a little bit and see if it's available. It might put a little too much pressure on the knees, so be careful. But see if it's available to start lifting your hips first. And that's going to put a little bit of demand in the legs, but we're starting to set nice long spine. Zip up the belly, open your heart, and begin to look up so that your heart lifts, it shines upward towards the ceiling.
Right? The object of the posture is not how far back can I go, it's how tall can I get in my heart. If you're going to do the head dropping back part, it's in service of making your heart the highest point of the pose. And then bring it back up, nice and easy. I'm going to do the screaming child, so you're going to go feet together, knees can go wide, nice and easy. Inhale, the chin goes up. Starting from the bottom of the spine, tuck your tail through the exhale, rounding inward, ribs in, push your hands, and the top of the chin is last. And breathe.
And breathe.
And then slowly bring it back up. Untuck your toes. Bring your knees together for just a moment. Sit to your heels. Take your down hand, put it in your lap. Take your other hand, put it on top. Thumbs crossed. Sit tall. Look at the mat and close your eyes if you like. All the way in. Very relaxed and full out. To close it out, bring your hands in front, cross your ankles, sit your butt back, take your legs forward. Nice and tall. Starting up, you're going to go fingertips on your mat behind you. Maybe take a couple of seconds to clear out the shoulders. It's almost like camel where we're trying to lead with your heart. And a little bend in your knees, maybe float the backs of the knees, so we're activating through the hamstrings, not simply just dropping into a collapsed stretch. And then when you're ready, it might go arms up if you feel so inclined. So again, we're adding that lift with the heart, unless you're a very bendy person and that lift with the heart turns into this back bend. What we're really going for is nice vertical line. Let your inhale make you tall. Let your exhale make you tall. And again, get very tall, full exhale, all the air out. Then bring it forward.
Nice and easy. Head can hang down, shoulders can release down, elbows can release down. You can let it be nice and easy as you come down into it. And let yourself breathe. Give it a nice gentle hug here.
And then bring yourself up and go towards Baddha Konasana. So bottoms and feet go together. Option to interlace your fingers between your toes, just to get some toe spreading action in there. Trying to restore some mobility, some, grabability in your hands. It's not prehensile, that's fine. So open your heart, soften your jaw, let the back of your skull float, and just breathe. Notice the neck and the jaw and the teeth and the tongue. Just let it flow. And then nice and easy, you're going to take the right leg out. And turn out towards the right foot. Left hand can go to the knee, the shin, or all the way to the outside of the foot. Most your right hand. Bring yourself down to it, to the level that feels right for you. Just like we're doing forward folds, pretty much everything. We're not yanking this into further mobility. We're not trying to make your hamstrings get super bendy. We're trying to just give this a hug, right? So you add sort of this boundary of tension, but it's gentle, it's compassionate, it's not a struggle. And then bring it back up and take your left leg out. From here, you're going to sweep, right arm goes across, maybe
feet, knee, shin, toes, whatever's right for you. Post your left hands. You just gently turn your heart towards your left knee. Let your head release down, bending in the elbows as you bring it down nice and easy. You're just gonna breathe into it. Again, this is just you giving it up. And then gently take it back up, nice and easy. And for the twist today, we're just gonna do this. Just come to a kneeling position. Sit tall, start with your hands on your thighs, maybe clear your neck and your shoulders, and simply take your left hand, put it on your right knee. Take your right hand and just, like a slow motion swish of ocean water, those like Terrence Malick movies, right? That's kind of what we're going for. And then, just like in the Terrence Malick movies, you just let your heart follow the water. And breathe. And then back to center, and you can just slow motion swish to the knee, slow motion swish, left hand behind you, turn. And just turn your eyes 90 degrees to the left. And just gaze outward towards the horizon. That brings new potential. Take a deep breath. God, Terrence Malick is really good. Okay. Turn around and lie down on your back for your final Shavasana. Good. So yeah, this is a great time if you have a domesticated animal to put it underneath your head as some form of support for your neck and your skull, or to simply be the support for their neck and skull. Really, whatever works. And allow yourself to be down on the floor. Turn your palms up, heart open, jaw soft, normal breathing. And we're just gonna feel the floor beneath you. Notice how it supports you perfectly. Sometimes we recall in this moment that there's actually resistance in your relationship with the floor. That as you push down into it, it is pushing you back up. And that push just happens to always be perfect. It meets you with exactly the right amount of force. If it was too much force, it would push you away. And if it was too little, you would fall through. So that you are resting in stillness against this surface, this ground beneath you, is in one way an example maybe of the perfect balance of things. So rest in that. Know that every time your feet hit the ground, every time you lie in Shavasana, you are resting in the perfect balance of all things. Thank you for practicing this. We love you all. Be here for as long as you like. Give yourself some rest. Everybody's nervous system needs it right now. And when you're done, go in peace.